I'm ready for war. I'm ready for him to be training just as hard as I am. You know, I'm putting in 6-8 hour days here. You know, if I'm not drilling or we're not sparring or we're not grappling, you know, we're doing, you know, 10-minute rounds grappling. We're doing, you know, five 5-minute rounds striking. You know, we're rolling all the time. I'm constantly working with people. So like I said, this is my life. You know, I work here. This is my full-time job. So you know, he can expect a war, and I expect the same thing out of him. I expect him to come out there and try to take my head off, and I'm gonna come out and try to take his head off, and you know, we'll see where the chips lay. But I definitely see myself coming home with that belt. You know, again, you know, a lot of people thought that they've, you know, gonna come and take it from me, but I plan on holding on to it until I go pro. For my next fight, I'm fighting Spencer Strube. From what I've gathered, he's a wrestler. So I've been working a lot of my wrestling with Colton Smith, who he's an Iowa State champion wrestler. And then we've got a ton of great wrestlers here. Jamie Bryce, Braden Reinhardt, all strong wrestlers, all much bigger than me. So wrestling with them and being able to hit takedowns and improve my wrestling with much bigger guys has definitely improved my wrestling. I think at the last fight, everybody saw me wrestle Jesse Mitchell because Jesse's strong point was his striking, and I knew to beat Jesse, I was gonna have to out-wrestle him. So with Strube, I think that the game plan is going to be to outstrike him and to put him somewhere where I don't think he's too comfortable. I'm expecting for him to come out and throw you know, some heavy hands quick out of the gate, maybe try to knock me out if he could, and then I'm expecting for him to clinch up with me and do his best to take me down. I know that he comes from a good jiu-jitsu school, so I know that they've got strong jiu-jitsu out there, so I'm sure that he's comfortable in his jiu-jitsu. I think a lot of his wins have come by either a TKO or jiu-jitsu. I've got such a great bunch of wrestlers here, like I said, with Colton and Braden, and those guys just an immeasurable amount of wrestling experience that they've been able to help me with and drill, you know, hours on hours, you know, week after week after week has really improved my wrestling. I think I showed that against when I won the belt against Donnie Uten, who was a, you know, outstanding college wrestler, and I was able to wrestle with him and come out with the win. So, you know, I think that my grappling is my strong point, but I don't think anybody's really ever got to see too much of my striking. For this fight, I've really been working my striking. I've been working my hands daily. I work here full time at the gym, so this is my life. So I train many hours a day. I'm thinking he's going to want to take me down to the mat and impose his size. He is coming down from a heavier weight class, coming from 170 to fight me at 155. So I would assume he's trying to use his size and his grappling to pin me to the mat. They can expect to see a different side of me than they've ever seen before. They've only ever seen me come out and take somebody down and choke them out, or they've seen me, you know, they saw me pound, you know, take down and pound on Jesse for 15 minutes last time. I've really been working on my striking, and I really think that they can expect to see a new side of me. And as I'm, you know, coming to the end of my amateur career, getting ready to go pro, they can expect to see the transformation from just a jiu-jitsu fighter to a wrestling fighter to a complete mixed martial artist.